first half third down conversions.
Back in the block, the out pattern caught Roberson, and he's got room. He faked Eric Edwards out. McLemore trying to prevent the score, and Edwards comes back. Oh, what a play by Roberson. He had Edwards turned inside and
unbalanced line right.
Good line search. Kimbrough into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. Kimbrough gets his draws to throw. Oregon has not run it so far this half. Blake Spence, the tight end, all alone in the secondary, midfield and into Fresno State territory at the 47-yard line. So when in doubt, go to the tight ends. They really are the experienced and bread and butter guys for the Oregon offense. Jabri Hodge, the two wideouts. I said jokes. Flea flicker. They're going to go to Damon Griffin. He's all alone. He has got it for the touchdown. The old flea flicker. And Damon Griffin got behind the secondary for the score.
You know, it was a great executed play
from that power formation, now in the I formation. Pittman right at the goal line, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown right up the gut. Made it look easy. This guy is having a whale of a night. And the Bulldogs regain the lead. An Oregon player is injured. The Ducks need one here. Graziani on a roll, and he's going to have time to throw here. He's got to throw the ball. He's going to throw it all the way across the field. He's got Parker. You got to get the first down. He does. Oh, wow. What a play by Graziani.
And that looked like a late hit.
What a play by Graziani.
Great vision for him to check the field out and see a receiver run.
Draws the pass. Deep down the middle, he's got Damon Griffin. Griffin with one touchdown reception tonight. Ball marked at the 25. Now the scenario changes a lot. Now you can... He hit 11 of his last 13 a year ago. Drilled it down the heart. We're tied with 42 seconds to go. Penalty flag on the play. Comes pressure on Graziani. He throws deep. He's got Wilcox. This baby's in the refrigerator. One play, touchdown. Oregon wins as they come from behind twice in the fourth quarter and in overtime to win it 30-27. Oh man, I hope we don't have 10 more like that.
Well, if they turn out like this, bring them on.
Oh my goodness.
One of the few times Wilcox got open from the second period on, and he was wide open. Graziani just fell over on his back.
Play fake and back to pass. Plummer steps up, throws underneath, wide open this time. Is Martin. Martin will get it to the one. Touchdown! Touchdown, Sun Devils! On the touchdown pass, and wide open Michael Martin. A blown coverage.
Obviously a blown coverage, Barry. One of the linebackers lost Michael Martin coming out of the backfield. Great.
Lance Anderson will come on and do the punting for the Sun Devils. Janoski will be the deep man for the Huskies. This is Janoski at the 34. He's got some room. Look out. Midfield, one man to beat. And he beat him at the 30. At the 20, at the 10, touchdown. 43-yard punt, 66-yard return by the senior Dave Janoski. And how quickly things change. Trying to get outside at the 5, and he's in. Touchdown, Huskies. And he just outran the defense.
Yeah, again, Brady, you see the long count by Fortney. looking for someone to jump offside, get the ball half the distance to the goal line. They don't get it. They run the play. And there, of course, you saw Sheehy's speed outside.
Martin is the setback now. Plummer rolls right, throws wide open this time, and into the end zone with a touchdown is Ricky Boyer. Right call, right time, right execution. The Huskies a first down and 5 at the 36. Straight back, Fortney to throw. With time, throws over the middle, caught by the tight end, Cleveland, and he's into the end zone for a Washington touchdown from 36 yards. Well, Scott Linehan, pretty good call, I'd say.
Well, it all starts up front. And Shane Fortney had a lot of time.
High formation, 3 tight ends. Martin again, he's in. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Martin gets some tough yards. His second touchdown. Who will hit it out of his own end zone. Hit this pretty good. Very good. Redmond back at the 40-yard line. Comes right back up the middle. He's got a step. Midfield. 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. At the 15, the 10. Running over people to the 3-yard line. What a run by the true freshman. Lester Towns with a saving tackle. 58 yards on the return. Into the end zone, and the ball was picked up, and they say it is a touchdown for Arizona State. And I never saw the fumble, I must be honest. First down, Sun Devils inside the 40-yard line of the Huskies. Here's a reverse this time to Poole. Poole at the 45, got room at the 30. It's Span to the 15, to the 10, and down at the 7-yard line. Craig Span on the reverse. 32 yards. Transfer from Phoenix College. Give it to Battle this time. And Battle's into the open and into the end zone for an Arizona State touchdown. The Sun Devils have it geared, Danny.
Yeah, nothing real fancy about this. Seeing this kind of excitement over an ASU football team.
3 wideouts this time. Nobody in the backfield. 4-man rush. Fortney in trouble. Hit as he threw.
That's a fumble.
And the ball is covered by the Sun Devils at the 2-yard line. Derek Rogers was the man who just destroyed Shane Fortney, and Brent Bernstein jumped on a loose football.
Take it into the end zone.
3rd down and goal now. And this time Plummer's
wide open.
Wide
There's
open.
Bush.
Back of the end zone. Actually, it was Bush for the touchdown. Both tight ends. He could have thrown it to either one of them.
Yeah, he had 3 guys out there that were all open. It's a nice choice to have.
And now the Sun Devils are really in business. 41-21 with the try for point coming. 2nd and short. Heward pump fake. Going deep for Pathon. He's got it at the 40, at the 30, at the 20. Fumbles the football, and it's picked up. But you can't do that, folks.
Heward's pass complete.
It's going to come back to where the ball was recovered, which is
Actually back to where it was fumbled, I believe.
they might say he stepped into the ball game. I formation. And on the keeper, that's Heward. Heward is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. 10 yards from Brock Heward, who engineered what arguably is the best drive of the evening for the Huskies.
Yeah, they had one good drive that Shane Fortney put together.
We'll be here for that. Straight back Heward, going deep, got a man, Harris, he's going to go to the 10, touchdown Huskies, 67 yards. And that is about as good as you could throw that ball.
How about Brock Heward?
Yeah.
What a great throw. That's two deep balls that he has thrown that have been on the money.
So Wales kicks it off. I've got this one high and to the 2-yard line. Battle to the 10. Battle to the 20. And Battle loses the football and the Huskies have it. Jesse Binkley makes the tackle and the recovery. Lester Towns was the man who actually made the tackle. We talked about him.
Arizona last year.
Give to Dillon. Spins off a man to the 5. He is in. Touchdown Huskies. 42-41 with the conversion coming. What a game.
Starting to see some of the Arizona State players hanging their heads. Somebody, hard to find one that you would.
Two tight ends, single setback. Redmond gets the call. Redmond into the open at the 40, at the 30, and down at the 29-yard line. 22 yards for J.R. Redmond. I'll tell you what we're doing here, too. We're seeing the emergence of an awful lot of first.
Here.
Plummer will go up this time. With time now. He'll just throw it for the end zone. Threw it right into traffic. Intercepted this time by Jermaine Smith. Now Smith coming the other way at the 20. And run out of bounds at the 22-yard line. And that was a pass. I have to say, that was a freshman mistake by a senior.
Yeah, and he knows it. He knows it.
Straight back Plummer with time. Now he runs out of time. Now he gets away and buys more time. And throws. Caught. Tough catch by Jackson. 20 yards. Clock continues to run at 22 seconds. And they need about 7 or 8 yards. Plummer straight back with time. Redmond makes the catch for a first down at the 27-yard line. It was Martin with the catch. And now they'll stop the clock again with 15 seconds. 38-yard effort out of the hold of Plummer. 7 ticks left. Tied at 42. High snap. He got it down. It's on its way. It looks good. It is good. And I'll tell you what, better give a big assist to Plummer on that.
And he's the one that should have made the assist because there isn't anybody else. And I don't know why that's.
They only have 2 seconds to wait to celebrate. And they squib the kick. It is picked up by Kissel. And all he can do is fall on it, and the ball game is over. And a big win before the home folks and a sellout crowd in the first game of the season for the Sun Devils. Tough loss for that man. His team came back big time.
Second down and 9 for drives back to the Wolverines. Again, slot right. They're going to bring Williams around and hand it to him on the end around. Right back leads the way. There's an alley. He's got the field to run. 25 out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. Well, they were in an unbalanced line. They were of them. 2nd and 20 coming up now, Coach. Floyd lining up at that fullback in front of Williams. Drives back, straight back, great time, intercepted. Picked off at the 10-yard line by Porter. 25, steps out of bounds at the 30. Darryl Porter playing center field, picks off the drives back pass.
The 2, repeat them over and over again, and they'll get them right.
2nd and 12, Jack drives back, got a man open, right down the middle. The tight end, rumble is Mark Campbell.
You know, that's the same play that Michigan beat Washington in the Rose Bowl a few years back with. It's an out.
Drives back now, takes a look at the defense, checks where Porter is. 2nd down, short drop, gonna throw the fade. Wants Shaw, grabs it, touchdown Michigan! What a catch by Shaw on a perfect fade. Last time out. BC has to be a little antsy, having had one blocked last week. Nice punt. Winters from the 9. Flipping. Flag down. And he goes down. And indications the ball came out. I believe in Ann Arbor. Refused the penalty then. And the way they're celebrating, they've got it. That's it. BC recovers the fumble punt by Winters. Witten is offset to the left. They basically are looking at a very tight formation down here, and Hasselbeck's going to throw out of it. Fires slant, touchdown, Boston College. Steve Everson, the junior from Valdosta, Georgia, with the first touchdown catch of the day for BC.
That's really great that they can take that turnover and turn it into points. Big boost for them mentally.
First down, Floyd is the running back. Floyd pounds into the middle, fumble, Boston College. Porter picked up the fumble. The 2nd turnover, Porter with an interception, and now he's recovered a fumble. How about the performance by 44?
The coaches owes him one. He actually owes him 2.
Now Greasy, a quarterback, will put it down. It's a 42-yarder. Picked up by Hamilton and down. Boston College ball still tied at 7 as Darryl Porter, who has intercepted at tight end. And again using the big back on this turf. Walker's free, rumbles to the end zone. Touchdown Boston College! Omari Walker rumbles in from the 20-yard line, and the Eagles take a lead.
The key block on that, big Mark Norrie pulled out from the right side position, went and sealed it off and allowed him to...
Now the toss. Williams breaks one tackle, keeps going. First down, got more. Williams out of bounds, made the most of it as he makes his way to the 21-yard line. And he's shaken up.
You know, the backup running back, Chris Howard's not playing today. I hope he's not hurt.
Last year in their opener, the Pigskin Classic. Now Michigan with a 3rd and 10. Drives back. Goes for his favorite corner. And Street comes incomplete. They're waving it off. Now he's at the 1-yard line and out of bounds. That's where he caught it. What a great catch by Street.
They came back with the same 7 inches long jump today.
And drives back. Bangs toward the goal line for the touchdown. Now for the tying extra point. They'll bring in Hamilton.
With the luck he's been having today, it's not automatic.
He's 0 for 3 in the field goal department. And this now for the tie for Lloyd Carr and the Wolverine coaching staff. They got as much as they bargained.
There he is right there. Be probably a first-round draft choice. I mean, he's a quality player.
Ball at the 42-yard line for a first down. Fake drives back, hit by Serrano, but he's got Tuman open all alone. They burn the blitz. Tuman is loose. Touchdown, Michigan leads. Oh, baby, what a throw. Dreisbach was hit on the release, but he saw Tuman wide open.
as they blitz.
BC has looked back to the middle when they've been in trouble. Hasselbeck's looking left this time. Going to be sacked. Fumble! Michigan recovers!
Joaquin Fazil got in there and stripped him with a football, big old number 90.
It was tied at 14. Michigan scored. The extra point was blocked. Now Hasselbeck for Boston College. Deflected. Irons has it on the deflection by Winters. So there is Jarrett Irons, number 37, with the interception, and that'll seal the victory for the Wolverines. But they came into this one favored by 3 touchdowns. Dan Henning and the Boston College Texas A&M in the bowl game last year. I don't remember off the top of my head, but they've done 20 again this year. There it is. Michigan stays unbeaten. There's our Chevrolet players of the game. Darryl Porter, the safety, who played his heart out for Coach Henning today. And, of course, Williams, who was Mr. Everything in that backfield. Yep, they got 20 points against Texas A&M in a bowl game. Well,
Single setback is Polk. Short drop this time, and the throw for Redmond. He's got it at midfield, 45-40. Flag down on the other side of the field, and I don't know what this is all about.
And that flag, Barry, came clear from the back, Judge, from the back of the defensive secondary. This defensive line is not going to be able to keep him out of there for very long.
Now that's what that point emphasized in that graphic. This time the blitz comes, and a play fake rollout. And Plummer now running out of time. Buys himself a little wide open. Back wide open. His pull for the touchdown. And the Sun Devils of Arizona State are on the board first. He will do that almost half the time. And the pitch to Green, he loses it. He's in the end zone. Ball is still loose. Knocked off the ball, and it is recovered by. It's going to be a safety. Going to be a safety. Went out of bounds. Nebraska last had possession. It'll be a safety. And every break early in this game has gone the way of the Sun Devils. It's going to tell power eye formation. And this time on the pitch, the ball is loose, and it is still loose. Still loose. And I think that the Huskers got this back. Let's see. It's still a fight. Sun Devils think they got it. And they do. So the Sun Devils catch another big break off the third fumble in the first 11 and a half minutes. Not easy. Unless you happen to be the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Plummer to pass, throws for Poole. Perfect execution. You could not do it better than that. Ball was in the air before Poole made his break. 21 yards and a first down. Mike Booton
So far tonight.
3 wideouts just on Jackson, lined up in the slot. Straight back Plummer in trouble. Throws over the middle. Caught by Mitchell. And a first down at the 16-yard line. And a great grab by Kenny Mitchell. Had to know he was going to take a shot and still have reached up and pulled it down. You absolutely have to avoid. Plummer straight back. Throws. Caught this time by Jackson. Jackson now finds some room at the 10. Down to the 5-yard line. First down, Sun Devils. A gain of 19.
This is what they like about Lindsey Jackson, Barry. He does great things with
Bernice out of the hold of Plummer. And it is perfect. So the Sun Devils have put 3 more up with 8 minutes, 59 seconds remaining in the first half. A look at the scoreboard shows Arizona State 12, Nebraska nothing. This is easy from up here. Third down, a long 10. And this one gets away. Ball is loose. Frost back in his own end zone. He's down. That'll be another safety.
unbelievable.
And very uncharacteristic of the Nebraska Cornhuskers. 4th fumble of this first half. 2 of them have gone for safeties.
I think that was a ball that Scott Frost was not expecting. He wasn't ready for the ball. I think it has 10 men on the field.
Now they have 5.
A lot of confusion.
He has enough leg if he's got the distance, and he 62 yards for a touchdown. So first down, and the give this time is to Benning, and Benning loses the football, and it's still loose, and I think the Cornhuskers got it. I don't know.
They're pointing for ASU.
They are. It's going to be the Sun Devils' ball. That's one of those that could have possibly gone either way.
They're talking about it now.
And they're staying with it. To the quarterback or the ball carrier. Still 3rd and 10. In trouble. There's another safety. And guess who made it? Mr. Rogers. 3rd safety. How good is your defense playing, folks?
Not only is he just
Slot left with Bedrill in the slot. Double slot, as a matter of fact. Here's the pitch this time to Green. Off the option. Green's got room, and Green fumbles, and the Sun Devils have it again. And that just puts a capper on what has been an evening of disaster offensively for the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Pat Tillman recovers a fumble.
they're not going to get too carried away because they got a couple of tough ones coming up between now and then, one next week against Oregon. But this is just a great, great night for the Arizona State University Sun Devils and for Bruce Snyder.
Well, let the joy reign here in Tempe. It has not happened in the regular season since November 14th, 1992, when Nebraska lost to Iowa State in Ames, Iowa, 19-10. 26-game win streak is snapped, and it goes back to 37 games if you count the regular season. As you so aptly put it,
a sophomore and Goff a junior. The only seniors are Ross Verba and Bill Reardon. Play action for Sherman. His first pass of the night, going deep for Damon Gibson. He makes a fantastic over-the-shoulder catch at the 9-yard line. This kid's turning into a game breaker.
Damon Gibson has really come on big the last 2 games for Iowa. And that was a tremendous play by Matt Sherman right there, on top of a good call by Don Patterson. That was a...
Granquist and Banks in the backfield, both for Shard Carter and Tim Dwight set right. The give is to Shaw, inside the 5. Touchdown, Hawkeye. Cedric Shaw is in. His 27th career touchdown, and the Hawkeyes have a 6-0 lead. The senior, who is sharing time with Fitzgerald. 2nd and 2 on the 42. Play action. He's got a man. That's Mark Lippy, the tight end, and he's got a huge hole inside the Hawkeye 30-yard line.
Terrific play action by Tulsa quarterback Fitzgerald right there.
I'll tell you what, the Golden Hurricane has had problems passing the ball in their first 2 games, and they're looking for James Anderson, the junior, who is 4 of 6 in field goals this season. Kick is up. And it's good. The Tulsa crowd likes it. They march down on their opening possession and score. 2nd and 7. Fitzgerald, play action. Steps up. Wes Coswell. Inside the 15. The little guy gets up.
Iowa looks to be run the ball, but their only chance was to pass.
Chuck Long and Hayden Fry commiserating here on 2nd down. Fitzgerald goes to the end zone. Wes Coswell, touchdown Hurricane. And Tulsa, winless, unranked, has a lead on the undefeated and 19th ranked Hawkeyes.
Great throw and catch right there by the Tulsa offense.
Banks and Berger in the backfield. Dwight in motion, checks back. Sherman to throw to Tim Dwight, touchdown.
Great call by Don Patterson right there. He knows that Timmy Dwight can't be covered by anyone in the Tulsa secondary. And to make it even worse, he drags him across the formation, then brings it.
The whole Mohawk braid thing, but he can do whatever he wants if he continues to run the football. Sherman on a play action over the left side, and there's Tavian on cue down inside the 30-yard line.
That was a great call right there by Don Patterson. Coach Patterson knows tendencies of the...
It's also in this ball game, 3rd and long, and they come through. A new set of downs. Fitzgerald, play action over the middle, and it's picked off. Interception. Damian Robinson, his 10th of his career. He's out across the 40-yard line, inside the 35. Damian with the pick, and the Hawkeyes take over in Golden Hurricane territory.
Big play right.
Can they convert another third down on this drive? 3rd and 5. Fitzgerald for Coswell, and he's got it inside the Hawkeye 10-yard line. They cannot stop Tulsa on 3rd down, Paul, on this drive at least.
Hawks got stuck in man cover.
This will make it a 4-point game if converted. And it is. Tulsa within 4 points of the 19th ranked Hawkeyes, 17-13. Heath Blyer.
Vernon Rollins right up in there showing blitz. Now he backs off. Fitzgerald throwing yet again. Damon Savage has it, and he's got some room to work with, and he's got a blocker, and Savage is out to the 30, nearly to the 20-yard line. A huge game for the Hurricane. The freshman wide receiver in one play takes it deep.
This is a great scheme here by Tulsa. Great call by Dave.
2nd and goal on the 8. The give is to Williams, and he's in for the touchdown. Tulsa has taken the lead on the Iowa Hawkeyes here in the 3rd quarter. 8-yard touchdown run. Reggie Williams, the sophomore.
Tulsa's offensive line really did a great job on that play. We talked about.
Get the total yards here in the 2nd half. 100 for Tulsa, 2 for the Hawkeyes. 2nd and 7. Pump fake by Fitzgerald over the middle, and oh goodness, there's a fumble on the play. The receiver was Lyndon Nixon, and the Hawkeyes have it. Lyndon Nixon made a fantastic job. 2nd quarter has also done well running the ball, and now they look like a well-rounded offense. Look at this. Here's Reggie Williams, another 1st down. I see the Iowa defense losing a lot of confidence just at this point in the game. It's by no means too late to win it, but huge holes.
Tulsa's offensive
for the Hawkeyes. Fitzgerald in the shotgun, 5 wideouts to choose from. Over the right side, West is wide open again inside the 20. 1st down for Tulsa. Their 3rd down conversion rate has got to be quite impressive because they just keep doing it. And they had 22 yards on that one. Troy DeGar in now to quarterback the Hurricanes. He pitches it to Solomon White. Touchdown, Tulsa. Tulsa up 26-17 on the Iowa Hawkeyes. Coming into the game, Solomon White had scored this team's.
It's good to see Iowa come out throwing the ball on 1st down instead of waiting until 3rd down also.
1st and 10 now on the 30. And Michael Berger with a huge game. Boy, did he fool the Tulsa team there. That's hard to pick up.
Yeah, the Iowa offensive line is
left in the game, but this might be the play. 4th and 5.
It's a formation. Iowa always passes the ball out of right here.
Sherman, straight drop, pressure, flushed out. Incomplete, intended for Tim Dwight in the end zone, knocked away by Terrence Joseph, who's having a fantastic night in the secondary.
Hawks got what they wanted to in the back end there. They got the man coverage in the back, but Tulsa's front 7 does a great job.
Damon Gibson, Tavian Banks in the slot on the right side, Dwight on the left side, Berger in the backfield. Look out, Matt. Incomplete. Huge pressure applied from behind by Rich Young. And Tulsa has the football. They are practically celebrating a victory right now. Matt Sherman is just out on the turf at the 24. He is not getting up. Jeremy Bunch is already high-fiving the fan. This is where Sherman needs to make like Cordell Stewart. Tim Dwight needs to make like Michael Westbrook. He's got Rashard Carter. He throws the ball away. They've got to get it out of bounds. They do with They didn't get it out in time. They did not get it out in time, and this football game is over. Tulsa is celebrating their biggest victory in years. Never has a Big Ten football team come to Skelly Stadium. They do tonight in the Iowa Hawkeyes, and the Golden Hurricane pull off the upset.
Heavy at Sanford Stadium on 2nd and goal. Hansford following his blockers all the way into the end zone, and a rather easy opening touchdown drive for Texas Tech, caps with the Byron Hansford 4-yard touchdown run.
Jay Pugh, Chris Whitney, and Lynn Sherler just basically pushed the red shirts into the end zone. There was nothing fancy about that at all.
Ball goes from the shotgun on 1st down. Raiders coming with the blitz, short toss. Inside, there's running room and a big gainer. On 1st down, Corey Allen dragged down near the 20-yard line. Corey Turner prevents a touchdown, but 58 yards for Allen.
Dave, you come.
4 wideouts and Kurtzy, the only running back. Daniels bursts in to upset the option pitch and recover the fumble. This is the man that missed all of last year after injuring his knee, diving in. Parks has a guy who may break the records of Morris, and Hansford, who takes it off right tackle. Big running room. Just a great knack of running through arm tackles and reaches to 31. Brian Jones there after another 8. Missing their best guy.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Hansford following Sammy Morris into the hole and nears midfield. And nears 100 yards. 16 on that one. Johnson and Bailey in a busy Georgia secondary chasing down the latest big gainer from Byron. They need 14 yards. Timing pattern is picked off and returned to the 20-yard line by Alandis Sims.
Alandis Sims was a defensive back who was with.
Even one bit. Supposed to move through a little bit later tonight. Lethridge all day now fires intended for the bucket is picked off by Corey Johnson. That's what Lethridge is good at avoiding. 211 in a row on Christmas Day after Glenn Mason decided he would stay at Kansas. Inside comes Kurtzy and runs through some tackles. Torrin Kurtzy to the 42. Garden chases him down, but not before 33 yards. And a 1st down, Georgia. 17 of Texas Tech with an audible. Blitz comes, Bobo just gets it off in time, and it's picked off by Corey Turner. Same old story for a very frustrated Georgia offense.
There's a case, Dave, where if you're going to audible
tight ends, Ward inside of Daniels right. Bobo with good protection to the end zone. It is caught, but it is not a touchdown for Hines Ward. He's about 6 inches shy.
Man coverage got exactly what they wanted. Corey Turner had him. This is
Bobo. 1st and goal. Quarterback sneak. Touchdown. Down for Tech. Hansford left tackle. This is how he looked in the 1st quarter. Still going. Will take it all the way. 47 yards for his 2nd touchdown.
Hansford goes 47 yards for the touchdown.
And the familiar scene around one of the most deeply, like the post-injury Bobo. Now he's starting to look like he did before he fractured the knee last year. Complete at the 30 is Hines Ward. Maybe his best pass of the night. Goes for 27 yards.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. He threw it between 2 defenders. He's double teamed.
Stop the clock. They get the chains moved to 45 and counting. Well protected throughout the 2nd half. Diving grab grab near midfield is made by Juan Daniels. So he's starting to find the wideout.
One of the things that's interesting here that Texas Tech has to be aware of is that blitzes.
Deep for Daniels. Got it. Complete at the 22. 30 yards on 4th and 10.
One thing they have to be thinking about here is a situation where they're going to go for it on 4th down anyway. Why not pick up 5-6 yards? You don't have to keep going into the end zone.
Got it off in time. Hangs it up for Daniels. Flag is down. He made the catch anyway. Touchdown. Bobo will limp off the field. 54 yards to force overtime. Good snap and hold. Has enough on it. No good.
Wow. Wow. As you pointed out,
Bench, it is Ricky Williams in at the running back, and they call him Little Earl because he has been very impressive, but the first play is a pass. It's a hummer all the way to the 35 and to the 42-yard line to the senior wide receiver, Mike Adams, and the crowd comes up roaring. With the Aggies for a long time. Second down and goal from the 3. Brown wants to throw, loops it into the corner. Touchdown! Mike Adams.
Go at your weakness.
Call it second down and 7. They give him 3 yards on that first carry. Paulus gives it away to Kinder. Big hole left side on his way. And he's hauled down inside the 10 by Bryant Westbrook. This is what they will do to Texas if they don't want to make a big mistake. Brown gets it off down the middle. He's got his man. It is Curtis Jackson at the 29-yard line. That was a great catch by Jackson. Down a little bit. Second down and goal as Adams goes in motion, and they give the ball to Holmes, and Priest Holmes dives into the end zone. Touchdown. For Notre Dame. Farmers number 31. On the option, fresh leg, wide open. He's in there. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Well, Lou's going down his checklist, and he's seeing how you play these different formations. And then he says, all right, how are you playing the formations? All right, you're doing that? I'll run the option. You can't defense that formation if I run the option.
He wants to know what the snap count.
It's a check off. He says, which way are you going with it? Oh, going left. Okay.
Yeah, I'll go right. And get a first down inside the 5-yard line. Chris Carter finally dragged him down, and it's first and goal for the Irish at the 3. Wallace keeps it. Throws Edwards. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And the crowd got kind of quiet, except for about 5,000 down here in the corner of the stadium.
Move around the middle and get open. I mean, you can find him a lot of times.
This is Ricky Williams. A remarkable run by Williams. But no more than a foot and a half from the goal line. It's Williams. It's touchdown. tried to make something out of it, forced it, and now he has put his defense in serious trouble with the first turnover of the ball game. Now as the ball comes back outside the 5, 4th and goal. 8 penalties for 76 yards on the Irish. Mosley in motion.
Throw it to Mosley. Nope.
Paulus pitches it out to Denson, running for the corner. Touchdown! Tyson King had a shot at him, but he couldn't do it.
You give it to your speed guy. You either throw it to Mosley or flip it back to Denson. So when it comes to crunch time, Holtz goes back to what he does best, and that is the
Run it up the middle with Denson. Get some daylight. And finally dragged down by Chris Carter, but it's a first down for the Irish. The clock stops at 35-yard line, first down and 44 seconds remaining.
Just get the...
This is 33. Crowd coming up. 24-24 tie. Paulus pass is drilled, caught by Malcolm Johnson. And that's good for a first down, and that stops the clock with 5 ticks remaining. And it's time now for the place kicker of Lou's choice.
Yeah, that's a great throw there. Got the
man-yard field goal try.
You make these all the time in practice.
He got it. And they'll get a penalty for celebrating. There's no time remaining, so it looks to me like they can celebrate all they want, and that's what the rule is. Time ran out as the ball sailed.
As the head coach at Michigan. Second down 6. Dreisbach loads it, fires deep middle, got a man wide open across the 45, and into Northwestern territory is Ty Streets. 28-yard pass play. After play near turnover free. Streets in motion toward the ball. They fake the end around, and now Dreisbach's in trouble and comes up and goes deep for Streets, and he got it inside the 25-yard line. Wow, that play took a long time to develop. Didn't look like it was going to work, and still they somehow hooked up for a 41-yard completion.
Or football with tailback out.
Now Floyd, a fullback, is the single setback, and that is Howard there in motion. Look for him maybe out there on a pass. Oh, what a hit on Dreisbach. Ball loose. Northwestern. And it's Gardner.
To the top of the screen.
Musso in motion on a second and goal at the 8. Schnurr looking left, running out of time. From behind, the ball is loose. It's scooped up by Michigan. So another turnover. Rob Sweat's got this one for the Wolverines.
Joaquin Pacell, number 90, came around, and Brent, he talked about it over.
Turned it up a couple notches in the second quarter. Second and 8. Nice play fake by Dreisbach. Wants a home run down the middle to Streets. And he caught it. Wow. Collier was all over him, and he caught it.
That's great confidence that Dreisbach has in Streets. When Fred Jackson met with us last night, he
at the 3. Howard, touchdown, Michigan. That time again, he just followed Payne, and Denson comes in and Williams out. Streets and Shaw, the wideouts, both to the right, and that's the way Dreisbach's going. It's Ty Streets again. Try to strip it away from him, did they?
He did.
Northwestern has got it.
Gerald Conaway that time, the sophomore from Michigan, came up and stripped that ball.
Messo's in there as one wide out. Comes the blitz on Schnurr. It's picked up, but he's got to run for his life to try to get a pass away for Musso, and he got it.
I swear, he threw that ball before Musso knew to come back for it. That's two guys who have played together.
3rd and 11. Musso in motion. Will Schnurr look for him? Yes, on a crossing pattern. Musso, far side. First and goal, Northwestern. 23 yards last time, 26 yards this time. Full backfield now. Darnell Autry, the tailback. It's up the middle, though, for the fullback. Did he get there? Yes! Touchdown, Lavelle Brown.
I think Northwestern will go for 2. The problem is if you don't make it, then that field goal is...
With an 8-point lead. First down just outside its own 23-yard line. And nothing doing, ball loose, and Fitzgerald covered it. Your screen to the short side of the field. Musso wide to the right.
3-man rush.
Schnur loads it. Deep middle to Bates. First down, Northwestern.
I think once you've played in the Rose Bowl, this is no big deal anymore.
You're not shaking. Bryant Goins is 5 of 7 on the year. 1 for 1 today. This one's 10 yards deeper than his last one. Somebody got a hand on it.
And it went through.
And it went through.
That's unbelievable.
Somebody just drilled it, and there was enough on it to have the kick go in. Steele, I think,
will put pressure on him with at least 5 players.
Play of the day right here.
6 are coming.
Schnur, middle. Got it to Musso. First down, Northwestern.
You think players not playing in that situation, and he went to the senior, and that...
Goins from 39. Can it happen again? Expect victory, Northwestern always said. They might have another one.
They got to be careful not to get a jubilation penalty right now. They don't want to kick from the 20.
Coach is desperately trying to get the rest of the team off the field. Dreaming the 15 yards deep. Is Maley about 20, and then Nelson and Collier a mile back. Drives back, loads it. Man, he laid it out a mile. Game's tipped. Game's over. It's over. They did it again. Northwestern stuns Michigan.
Nobody split to the right. Everybody loaded out left. See if they come to the weak side. McNown throwing, corner, got a man, touchdown! UCLA! Todd McBride, 11 yards. He caught one last week, and he turns around and gets one here versus ASU, and the Bruins have the lead. For Arizona State. Remember, this is a team that shut out Nebraska, and the Bruins already have 7 on the board. This will be Battle at the 1. Got some room if he can kick it outside. Here comes Battle. Back inside at the 30. Battle could go. Terry Battle might go all the way for Arizona State. Touchdown Sun Devils, 99 big yards. That's what top 5 teams confusing to offensive coordinators from the opposition so far this season. Plummer, look for the reverse. They've got it right there. Actually, looking to throw is Boyer, and he could have won. Now he throws. It's intercepted by McCullough. Abdul brings it up the field to the 30 and the 32-yard line. It'll be a first down for UCLA. Wow, what a... Cade McNown for the Bruins, just outside his own 10. Still has the football. Over the middle, complete. 30, 35, 40. Out to the 45-yard line. Second catch for Jamal Clark. Big first down for UCLA. Give him 34 yards.
Cover guy.
No, not at all. He'd
not
rather hit you.
He's going to go for the knockout.
Which could hurt him. You want to talk about the post. Bruins have a man caught. McElroy Touchdown UCLA! 55 yards and the Bruins have the lead. Only one time have they failed to get points. This is going to be points. Touchdown UCLA! Skip Hicks, 4 yards, his 7th touchdown of the season, and the Bruins lead 20-7. This is the defense, remember folks, that shut out Nebraska. It's 21-7 pending the kick. A little delayed handoff to Price here to try to neutralize that. McNown will throw. Pump fake. Going long, down the middle. Got a man! Touchdown UCLA! Derek Gann! Third and forever. Inexcusable play for the number 4 team in the country, and the Bruins lead 54 in his career. He wants to add to it right now. Pump fake, throws, Poole. Go ahead, add one more, baby. 55 in his career. Poole touchdown, 15 yards, and ASU gets their 2nd score of the afternoon.
They made it look far too easy right there. Little throw and catch.
All work in concert. 31-yard attempt. Burton blocked. Arizona State, 6'8". Brent Bernstein right there to swat it away. And the Bruins on 3rd down and 8. Ball just over the 35-yard line. There's a quick drop. Got his man complete inside Bruin territory down to the 43. That's Lindsey Jackson. He is going to be, Tom Ramsey, I'm going to make a prediction here, he is your next big impact receiver in the Pac-10.
Here, the Bruins did a great job mixing it well. All the play calling.
Poole has got another one down to the 19-yard line. Shades of 95. This is set up for another second half Arizona comeback.
I've always said time of possession may be one of the most discard. 93 carries, 471 for over 5-yard average, but hey, they got to go with Battle and Farley.
Plummer going for the touchdown. Got it. Touchdown, Arizona State, and Keith Poole. 17 yards, and with the kick, Arizona State will be back and only down by a touchdown.
You mentioned Lindsey Jackson.
They've led throughout most of the game. On 2nd and 9, quickly, Clark's got it. Clark down to the 20. Look at him rumble. Clark down to the 11-yard line. 1st down UCLA. He carried Friedman 10 yards, 22 yards for Jamal.
UCLA has a game planned fantastically right here. It's
from the 2. First, Skip Hicks. Touchdown, UCLA! Skip Hicks' 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
This game is living up to its billing. Ace.
Will run and get the 1st down. Plenty more down to the 42-yard line. And he tucked it under very quickly, Tom Ramsey, as if he knew that. 3rd down and 13. Plummer will roll and throw. Intercepted UCLA down at the 22. Javelin Gentry with the huge play, and the Bruins take over.
Control and makes a good tackle.
Plummer again wants the end zone. This time he's got it. Touchdown, Arizona State. Kenny Mitchell. Great throw. Let's not take anything away from the catch, but it's just a great throw and catch. Yeah, right there. Had to be there.
Kenny Mitchell in the game.
Skip Hicks is the man that would run it too. He's the lone setback, and he'll get the call. Fumble! And Arizona State's got it, I believe. Unbelievable stuff. ASU right there living a charmed life because nobody. Second and 10. He wants to throw. Back to Plummer. He's open. Got it at the 10. The snake looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! And a chance for the lead.
J.R. Redmond.
Touchdowns in this one. 35-34. First down at the 30. Got to hold on to the football. Price nowhere. Fumble.
Price is the ball carrier. Fumbles the ball.
Or are they calling him down?
No, he's going to be marked down on the play.
Is he?
It's going to be an awfully. Oh, it's a late call. Chuck McFerrin.
You know,
going with white ball. Right there, you saw the ball back on this very, very important third down.
You got to watch out for Plummer. You should give him the option to run or to pass, but they give it up, and it's a first down. And out of bounds to Jeff Polk. We'll give him credit. Polk has been non-existent, and it didn't do it. Plummer's just going to go in, and the Bruins, touchdown. Touchdown, Arizona State.
That's okay for the Bruins. As you said, what would have been worse was had them take a knee, make UCLA call a timeout, take another knee, call another timeout, and then they still have an opportunity to push it in the end zone.
But I guess Arizona State, and they don't want any bowl. They want to be back on this field.
The big house.
Second down. McNown pumps, looks, throws, long, down the field, intercepted, and Arizona State's going to win the game. The Sun Devils are going to stay undefeated, and how ironic and how appropriate that the guy that got absolutely lit up the entire first half, Jason Simmons, gets a huge.
Yes, they did.
That's it. Game over. Sun Devils beat the Bruins 42-34. Back to wrap it up in just a couple of moments.
Let's call it 2. No chance. Leonard Little got in there quickly. And Bama denied on 4th and 2. Volunteers begin the drive from their own 20. In on Manning, football free, Hood has it. Inside of the 5, Wheelam down to the 3. Ralph Staten hammered Manning as they continue to unload on the quarterback, and Bama is set up at the 3-yard line.
Peyton Manning never saw it coming. He had it.
It'll be a field goal try from Brian Cunningham. They alternate kickers, 23-yard try, and it's blocked. Tennessee got a hand on it. Been the trouble this year with Cunningham. Low trajectory. He's had a point after blocked, and this is his second field goal of the season blocked. Only a 23-yard try. There's an easy first. Riddle into the secondary. Riddle running inside the 20 and down at the 17. Terry Fair was the last man who could get him. was Alabama 92.
Also had a 28-game winning streak during Gene's early years at Alabama. People forget that.
3rd and 11. Kitchens, man open, West at the 10, touchdown, Alabama!
Freddie Kitchens has not hit a lot.
Play a team that was ranked coming into the game until Tennessee today. 2nd and 7. Ball in the air, look out, and picked off. Deshae Townsend. Out of bounds at the 15. Manning had not. Manning with 4 on the play clock, takes the snap, looks left side, one-on-one coverage. Catch is made, they give it to him. They say he got the foot in at the 47-yard line of Alabama. That's a 33-yard. Pinner is the center, in for Brent Gibson. 2nd down, quickly Kent in the open field. Look out, Joey Kent for the touchdown, Tennessee.
This is the way that Tennessee wanted to play from the very start of the game. They wanted to play.
3rd and 11. A fumbled exchange, and Bama has it. Just when you thought the tide had turned, Alabama recovers the fumble. Dwayne Rudd.
Once again, Peyton Manning was checking the play off. And Freddie Kitchens made a great call. He saved himself 5 yards.
Play action. Kitchens zips it. Look out! Look out! It's fair. Kitchens has an angle on him. Terry Fair in for the touchdown. Now they've got a flag down back at... Oh, one of the last blockers down there called for clipping.
Wow.
The nullified. Graham. Give it to him. Touchdown, Tennessee. Remaining. 2nd and 12. Graham. Gaping hole. Graham breaks the tackle. Jay Graham, touchdown, Tennessee. 79 yards. Going long again. Vaughn is there. Vaughn makes the catch. Alabama has it near the Tennessee 20. 56 yards to Michael Vaughn.
Well, what about Freddie?
Destiny for the Crimson Tide. 4th and 10, 39 seconds. Kitchens, ball deflected, stripped away. Tennessee football. Volunteers will win. And if someone like Colorado beats Nebraska, it could be Florida and Tennessee in the Sugar Bowl.
Absolutely could happen. What an effort by both teams Philip Fulmer, Gene Stallings, both had their clubs ready to play. It was a great college football game.
This was college football, SEC style through the years.
Three possessions. Handed off to Tiki Barber, pops outside on the left sideline, and he's gone. He's in there. Touchdown, Virginia. How do you do? That's 48 yards for Tiki Barber. Mr. Dunn, I'll see you at the crossroads. Yes. Dunn has formation with Abdullah in front of Preston. Here they come. Hesby pumps it. He's going to go down the sideline. Going to be caught by Andre Cooper. His third catch of the game. And a penalty flag on Cooper for showing off. Lusby. And he threw it before he crossed the line. Touchdown, Wayne Metham. A lightning bolt. Now that Bobby is not wearing a headset. Busby's in trouble. Virginia had a shot at it. And they got it. Todd White looked like the man that covered it. And so the Cavaliers make a break for themselves. Brooks at quarterback. That is over the top. There's your touchdown. The arms are raised toward heaven on the edge of Hallelujah Land. The Wahoos are in there for a touchdown.
Well, I think it's a good move, Keith. Sherman wasn't playing well. Put Brooks in there. Let him go.
Atlanta, where Virginia lost their game, 13-7. Tim Sherman back. Pressure coming, gets it away, and it is finally a completed pass for the Cavaliers to Jermaine Kroll up at the 44-yard line of Florida State. And Sherman was busted just as he let it shotgun with 3 wide. Nobody to throw it to. Now it is intercepted by Samari Roll. There was nobody available. Sherman tried to force it in between defenders and paid the price. The Virginia 21-yard line. Here it comes. Busby gets it away into the end zone. Man is wide open. It is touchdown, E.G. Green.
And they're looking for him to make a play here. Virginia recovers the football. Hoover fumbled away a touchdown. Ronde Barber recovered it. It'll come out to the 20-yard line. Oh, that ball is at the 23 of Virginia. First down. Barber going outside. Ball coming back this way, and there's nobody over here. Now tired legs cave in. Mario Edwards. He was the only man.
Exactly. He's getting on somebody's case a little bit here. Something going on that he didn't care for. On first down from the 43-yard line. It's Rock Preston. And look out. Oh, he may be headed for Hallelujah Land. Touchdown, Florida State. tough year so far for Busby, but I think this one they just put him over the top, and Sherman hooks up to Coyle, and he gets past the corner and goes down the sidelines all the way down to the 23-yard line. The Cavaliers are saying, we're not out of this yet. To life that Jefferson wanted, and that's why he founded Virginia. On first down, back goes Sherman. He throws it down the middle. The pass is caught. It is a touchdown for the Cavaliers. Great throw and catch. Coyle goes high in the air at 6'4" and goes to Georgia Tech next weekend. Fourth down. The last gasp is here. Sherman's pass is intercepted by James Colsey. And be careful, they're going to get a flag here. There's a Florida State man down the field, but he's all right apparently. Getting up slowly. Now there's your flag. Spotlights for college football. And for George Welch, of course, he has his own place. And it's certainly strong. So here's your final score from Tallahassee. Florida State 31, Virginia 24, and here's John Saunders. 24 points for Virginia. That in itself is quite startling. But let me
Clock is now under 30. Going to go on top. At the 40, got it complete. That's Foreman. He will, nope, they're going to say stepped out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Whew, that aroused them for a moment.
That's an excellent call by Dan Simrel, because all of a sudden Miami was lulled to sleep.
Their crowd trying to help out the defense. Clement right over the middle, got this one complete. 84, Chris C. Jones, his tight end, and he's inside the 10-yard line. Bernard Russ holding on. And let's see, they're going to spot him just outside the 10. New situation for him. It is a 31.5-yard attempt. High pass, ball is down, and he got it. So with the injury to Clement, a new holder, Popovich passes with flying color. You can see Clement changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Short drop, and he throws it quick out, and it's intercepted by Logan. Mike, he called an audible, and I don't think the receiver ever identified with what he had called.
Well, what happened, Ron, was they showed an 8-man front.
The tailback. Swoop, dances, scores. Keep an eye on number 3, Tremaine Mack. He got it. Tremaine Mack got the block, and they hand the ball off and into the end zone for a touchdown. Nate Brooks. Johnson steps up, and he is tripped up and gonna be sacked. It is Kennard Lang who got him. 2 seconds down to 1, and this one is history. And let's take a look at the standings in the Big East Conference following this shocker here tonight in Morgantown. Syracuse undefeated, Miami undefeated, Virginia Tech and West Virginia